Welcome everyone back. Elk, nice to be here. Yeehaw. Uh, last time, three adventurers gathered in a tavern, briefly interacted before a snow fox came to gather them to go and save their quest giver. They went and they battled Beeve, Neve, and Steve, and opted to let, was it Neve that lived? That sounds right. I will check. Yes, it was Neve that remained alive, though unconscious. You rescued your employer, Eskil, the dwarf, and climbed your way up Jotun Cliff, making your way towards Frostsong Peak, where now you all find yourselves filled with new power as you have leveled up. You've also all gained the benefits of a long rest. I already did that for you.
Neat.
And you come upon a new figure. Fiddlemid. You've been guided here by your patron. And as you peer around these ruins, a soft song filling the space, which I will drop the link to in a second. You hear four bodies climb over the cliff, and you turn to see these folk, and they see you. Would you please describe your character?
Yes, I will once the map finishes loading, even though I should talk during the map loading. I will do that. How tall did I make myself? Sorry, you put me on the spot here. Like always.
Say Levy.
You see the average height, which is like 5 foot something. I forget.
4, I think.
4? 5'4". That's what we're going with.
5'5".
5'5", okay. 5'5", Winter Eladrin. With the with bluer skin, white hair. It's decorated with white lilies, dressed in kind of like very obviously like robes and cleric-y attire. With the main notable feature being a veil covering their eyes.
You all see this figure. Skill wanders up and says, "Oi, lass, who are you now?" Yeah, that was an awful accent. What the fuck?
That was perfect.
I am Fielmid. I'm here to explore the room.
Right then. You, mess us at the tavern, or are you here of your own ambitions?
I am here because this is where I was led.
Alright. Are we gonna have any trouble?
Trouble?
Yeah, trouble. Are we going to conflict?
I doubt we will.
Great. Now then, you lot, has everyone loaded in?
Yep.
Alright. You lot, we have now brought ourselves here. I'm here to discover any ruins. I also don't fancy myself getting killed, so I will be out here, and once you have all determined that this space is safe, I will be ready to follow you. And Skill will just flop her butt down and take in the view.
Cool. Boy. Alright, then let's check this place out.
Alright. Anytime you guys move your character and something isn't revealing itself for you, hit Control-I. Otherwise, yeah. Also, let me get that music for you.
How do I pan the map again?
Zoom in and out, and you move the map by holding
Oh.
right click on the map.
Nice. I just figured that out as you're saying it.
You got this.
Figuring all this out.
All good. I'm also gonna be dropping music in the music drop channel. Just because that way no one has their ears murdered, and I can also control it better for stream.
That sounds good. Not having ears murdered is a bonus.
Indeed.
Oh, what, you don't have every music bot ever created on mute?
I mean, true story though. I'm going to the left over here if anyone wants to join. Yeah?
Yeah. You all move up. Up
See something
over
shiny.
here, yes. You see what appears to be an ice crystalline wall that blocks the light off from behind it. Over here, you see a raised platform with a brazier of some kind. You can feel the wind itself arcing off of it, even giving you just a slight bit of a chill. The rest of you, that is some fucking wind chill right there.
Hmm.
Right. And there you go.
Okay. There's an ice dwarf over here.
There is indeed. You look over, and this red status around this body means that it is dead. You see it frozen to the floor here. To
Honestly,
its left a pick, and to its right a lantern.
We'll usher a prayer for this lost soul.
Very well.
I checked the body.
Very well.
I have no objections to this.
Fiddlemet, as you utter your prayer, Batul, you begin to rife through the pockets. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Perception.
Not letting me go into this dark
Nope.
area.
What was that, Liz?
I'm kind of stuck here. It's not letting me go in the dark area.
You know, I think
Hit Control
I
I
haven't explored yet.
with your token selected.
There we go.
Yeah.
I think I can see things we haven't explored yet, which is kind of cool.
You can?
It might be shenanigans.
Sounds like shenanigans.
What's... can you give me, like, the line of what you can see?
Yeah, how do I do the...
Hold space.
Cool... I can see this stuff.
Yeah, that's good. It's still Fog of War, so it isn't updated. You can just... You have seen that area, and so you can.
Okay.
Batul, with your 3 perception, you pull off the bag, and you just can't find any pockets. Bag itself has a bedroll attached to it. Otherwise, this looks to be very cold and desolate dwarf. The skin is paled, the lips have blued. Very unfortunate.
Yep, sounds like a bummer. And I don't need a bedroll, so I can put that back.
Alright. Donata, you stare at this visage of death. Yes, Trisha.
Can we only use... Wait, what's the rule with spells again? You can only use how many?
So on your spellcasting sheet, there's the number 3 next to your first level marker. That means you have 3 spell slots that you can use until you get a long rest in.
Because we haven't done that yet. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Because I want to inspect these gems, stone, rock, ice things.
The ice crystals. Yes, you can do that. Did
Okay,
you want to do
I'll-
that with detect magic, or just get a bead on it with some general prior knowledge you might have?
Let's do the general knowledge.
All right. So you are going to go into your character sheet, and you are going to make for me a nature check, which is
Nature,
one of your
okay.
skills. You're just going to hit that
Cool.
+0 next to it. 11. Much of this, while it is a crystalline structure, is in fact what's called ever ice. It is ice that is blessed with the magic of giants to never melt, or if it would melt, it requires some very heavy duty magic.
Okay.
Okay.
Guys, don't lick this ice. You'll get stuck to it.
I'm just gonna walk
no-
up to
That's my prior knowledge.
the tool. That I pronounce it.
Batul, yeah.
Okay. I see you didn't have much luck on that pack. I hope your next endeavor has you more fortune. I'm gonna give you like a tap on the shoulder and I'm gonna cast guidance on you.
All
Cool.
right. Little mid is concentrating. I believe is guidance concentration.
It is in fact concentration.
All right.
Cool.
Atul, you feel a little bit more inspired, but you can feel the energy beginning to wane.
The inspired energy waning?
Yes, slowly. You feel that there's a time limit.
Shoot. Okay, well then let's go look at something else.
All right.
Quick, find something to loot.
Wait, what's the time limit?
Guidance lasts for a minute, but it's also a cantrip, so it doesn't
Oh.
really matter, but
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I got infinite of these bad boys.
magical
Noise.
effects. Where are you guys going?
Let's check out the right side.
Sounds good.
All right.
Oh.
Moving off. Nada. Is there anything you would like to do with this body, or any of its equipment that is scattered about?
There's another body.
No, Donata's just still
That's
back
just the
with the
first
corpse.
Oh, okay. Just hanging out.
No, sorry, I didn't realize we moved. Where's everyone?
On the
Off to
right
the right.
side.
Going to the right. The tree.
Over this direction.
Let me try.
Nope. Not in there. That is a wall.
Smacks into the wall.
Over this way. Yeah. Right. You guys have moved off to the other side, where you see this isn't. No, whatever. It's fine. Zora, you move over there and you see more Everice. And here is a massive stump for what must have been a very great tree once upon a time. And sat on the center of it is another brazier, similar to the one that you saw on the platform on the opposite side. And also there's this dirt, which for some reason there's no snow, even though there's still snow being swept around in the space about you.
It's not like underneath something. Like this open air.
There is a roof to this space, but but
But windy.
yeah, it windy, and
Okay.
it's still relatively open air. It's not like you're in closed halls or anything necessarily. Sort of like
Okay,
a
are these
roofed veranda.
things doors?
Looking over here, you see that there are these passageways filled with an opaque mist.
Spoopy.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead and do a little magic detecting.
Very well.
Is it, or I also see this rune-like object over here?
That right there?
Yeah.
Indeed you do.
So I'll just go ahead and detect all of that.
Alright, well, even before you do that,
Okay.
peering at this rune, I would like you to make a wisdom check.
Okay.
So this is just the straight ability score for wisdom.
Is that insight?
Nope.
Oh wait, no.
So on the very
Oh, I see
left
it,
are
I
your
see it.
ability scores. Yeah.
Got it.
16. Peering at this stone, you recognize its odd lusciousness and green tinges to it, and peering at the pattern on it, you see that it is in fact a symbol of Druidic. And you recognize it to bear the symbol meaning grounded. And with that, you also feel as this mental connection taps between you and the understanding of the rune, you feel yourself invested with a semblance of power. Once, you can cast the spell Earthbind without using a spell slot as a bonus action, and once you do, the rune will fade from you, as you feel just this warm magic sort of fill your brain in a small space. For your reference, and you should also be able to look this up if you click the books on the tabs on the left and click search. Earthbind, spelled with a space, or not. Did I never fucking add that to the... I swear there's so many things I feel like I add to the compendium aren't ever there. Essentially, it allows you to take a creature that's flying and bind it to the ground, essentially.
Okay.
It's a grounding
So
spell.
how long do I have the feeling of the rune?
Until you use it.
And I use Earth Bind
Yes.
to use it. Okay. Got it. So, do I need to detect any magic from it, or?
You still can, but that's what you get without using a detect magic. Pretty sizable amount.
What does my my crew think?
That's a good question. You should ask them.
Can I ask that? Oh, okay. I walk over to the group and tell them what I've discovered from this rune, and I ask them if I should further detect any magic or if they're content with my findings.
You all
Anybody?
hear her.
Good. Content.
I mean, ain't that Esquila's job? To do all the rune stuff?
Okay, then I'm good to keep going. Or if anyone else wants to explore it.
Zora, what you could also say to further answer Batul's question is that Druidic is a secret language known only to druids. This would not be something that a skill would be able to read unless a skill were for somehow a druid, which you do not get the vibe of.
No. I'm just trying to think of a way I can do this without using a spell.
Do what?
I guess read the tree stumps, like the symbols on the stumps.
If you wanted to ascertain what's going on up here, you should first climb up and then second, make an Arcana check.
Okay, I climb up the tree trunk, and I assess.
How tall is the tree trunk?
It is a pretty steady slope, but it's maybe like 5 to 10 feet up.
Nothing for a Goliath.
Yeah.
Okay, so I
Mr.
climb up
Oyster.
and want to assess the tree stump. What did you say I used?
Arcana.
Okay, cool.
7. With the 7, you again, the symbols here seem to be rather occult, and as you try to think on them, you have this brief flash of the 7 moons that are currently in the canopy over you, as you see into the face of the Jade Kraken for a moment. You know that these symbols have something to do or are somehow in relation to the Jade Kraken, though you're not entirely sure as to how.
Okay. What is the Jade Kraken?
The Jade Kraken...
It's the big spooky.
Yeah. It is a being of knowledge that imposed itself on the world about roughly a month ago and thrust the world into the even longer night. It is why the world is dark.
Okay. Okay then. I get down from the tree stump and rejoin the group.
Alright.
I do want to check out what's behind this mist doorway.
Alright.
Oh, well, have I got some news for you? With my... Oh, it's a doorway?
Yeah, mist doorway. Or
Has anyone
mist,
here
misty,
played Dark Souls?
No.
Nope.
Bloodborne.
I don't know if Bloodborne... Basically...
About the doors to the bosses.
Yeah,
You
basically.
like the guy. Yeah.
More or
The
less.
wall of mist.
Yes. This is a solid wall of mist. If you'd like to go through, you can.
Well,
But as is, you cannot see through.
My, create or destroy water gives me the power to, destroy the mist.
Would you like to cast that?
Yes, wait, let's see. I can destroy fog in a 30-foot cube within range, so do you want to maybe explore to the middle, like try to make it to the middle of the mist before I cast it so we can see the center?
Wasn't it a solid wall of mist?
No, it's just opaque. You can't see through it.
Oh, okay. I mean, I'm down for whatever.
Let's step inside before I cast it, because I have no concept of how big 30 feet is in this game.
Mood.
30 feet. If you hit Control G.
Yeah, it'll bring up the grid.
Each square is 5 feet. So you would be able to obliterate a 6x6.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I am going to go get the person.
Okay.
Because this area seems safe.
In the meantime...
Okay, so let's walk through the door and into this next room.
Very well. Step through.
Neat.
And stepping inside, you see a chamber with a center raised platform.
Wait, so we can see right now?
Yes, it appears that
okay.
the fog was only in the archway.
Nice. Gotta risk it for the biscuit.
Heck yeah.
That's an ancient Goliath proverb.
In this room, you see the walls are lined with Everice, and in the center raised platform, you see a magic circle that is surrounded by 5 immediate statues, with one on a raised platform to the north of the room.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any immediate danger, so should probably go get a skill and have her do her stuff.
Yeah, agreed.
All right. Meanwhile, at the front. Oh, right. You again.
Yes. I came to alert you that there is no immediate danger inside the temple. That is what you wanted, correct?
Yeah, certainly. Seems rather suspect, but fair enough. Alright. Gets up. And where would you like to lead her?
Just back into like the main thing.
Alright. Take y'all there. Batul, are you going with them?
Are these doors?
Yes, these are giant doors. They appear to be closed at the moment, but you can attempt to open them if you wish.
Yes, I would like to attempt to open one.
Alright, go ahead and make an athletics check.
Athletics.
18. With a sturdy shoulder into it, you begin to slowly grind open one of the doors.
Ah, there we go.
Ah,
Neat.
so you hadn't finished exploring everything then. I'll mind my business out here.
Are you inside?
Yep.
Control I to reveal stuff.
Thank you. Thank you.
Looks like gears.
You see in the center of this room another brazier with a similar symbol, and these are what appear to be like very tall shelves made of ice. They're roughly about 20 feet tall, but have steps going up to them.
I control-I'd and now everyone is missing. Oh, there I am. Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay, I think it just glitched out.
Yeah, you got stuck in the wall here, I think.
That happens. I've experienced it.
Okay, I'm in.
I'm gonna try open the other door too.
All right, give me another athletics check. 15. Once again. You open up another door. Control I.
Oh.
You enter into a room filled with a raised ice floor. And inside the ice, you can see that there are skeletons and items filling the space.
Huh.
Oops. And in the center is a brazier with a circle made of blood. Dried and barely present engraved blood.
Is there wood in this brazier?
No, it is pure metal.
Oh. Okay.
These, like, how old do these skeletons look?
Give me
Frozen.
a history check.
I will. There's history.
The 10?
Yeah,
You
it
believe
is.
this would be before the end of the Dawn War, so these are at least over 200 years old.
Now the question is, did they become skeletons before they were frozen? And if so, were the skeletons moved here, and why were they moved here?
I I believe it's not too much of a logical jump to ascertain that perhaps these skeletons, well, at least what body they used to contain, were used to make this circle.
Donata's just in the background getting dominoes.
Hey man,
It's fair.
Delivery.
very important.
Agreed.
I'd like to assess these runes as well.
You recognize the circle to be of the same design as the previous one, though the contents itself are different. This one is made of blood, while the other one was simply formed of a green magical residue.
Mm-hmm. Oh wait, I don't have. Do I have to roll for
Nope.
that?
That's
Okay,
just something you
cool.
can tell based off of the surface level information.
Is this ice floor all even?
No.
Okay.
Parts
So
of
they're
it are
like
raised.
chunks that are standing up?
Yeah, some of them are sticking out a little bit.
Okay.
Primarily this one. This one's probably the most, like, slanted out of everything.
Interesting.
This skull looks different than the others. It could be fresher or made of gold.
Indeed, that skull is made of gold.
Okay,
Hmm.
cool. What can we do to get to these to investigate further the object?
You'd probably have to break the ice.
That's what I was gonna say.
So do like a strength roll
You
or
could
something?
attempt to punch through it, though that would take a certifiably long time.
Okay.
Ready, set,
Then
punch!
I'm a Goliath.
Indeed. I'm not saying it won't work, but that would take a substantial amount of time. These are like feet deep.
Okay. Um, okay, then, anyone else have an idea?
Everyone
I
make
mean,
a
I could
history check.
smash it. Let's see here. History.
7 for Batul, 20 for Fiedlemid, 9 for Zora. They'll probably be Fiedlemid. Les, are you at your computer? Alright, bet. I think she's still getting food. Fiddlemid, you recall the corpse having a pick. That would definitely make this go quicker, as that is the primary use of a pick, is to break solid objects.
We'll use those exact words to point out the pick.
At which corpse?
Pretty sure there was
Good
only the.
question,
Oh no,
Tamaris.
it was the dead dwarf.
Yeah?
had a pick.
Oh yeah, he did.
I can go get it.
In the meantime, I'll be punching ice.
Alright. Go ahead and make an athletics check.
Alright, let's give it a shot. What could go wrong?
Alright. You take
Nothing could go wrong.
the pick.
Believe it. Ah!
Dois.
You okay, Elk?
Just, oh yeah, I'm gonna punch this ice. Rolls a 23.
With that, you begin to ice is going splattering and splintering everywhere, shattering and splintering everywhere. As you make it a solid, like, 2-3 feet down towards it. You have made immediate substantial progress towards this. But as you enter, you see there's a substantial hole in the ice towards the skull.
Neat. Did you still want the pick?
Yeah, go ahead. I gotta recoup after that.
Okay. Since we're going after the skull first, I use the pick and get the skull.
Alright. Yeah. Takes a bit of time. Whistle while we work. But eventually, the skull is sat resting exposed in the ice.
Neat. There you go.
Okay.
And then I want to work on this thing.
Cool. What was that, Trisha?
Okay. Oh, I was gonna say I pick up the skull and examine it.
Alright. As you examine it, go ahead and give me an Arcana check. Ooh. Good.
Nice.
You
Hey, I got
identify it.
disconnected. Sorry.
Yes, you did.
If I just press start, will I get back to where you guys were?
I got you.
Okay, thank you.
No, you wouldn't. You would, in the future, you would go to the top right of map tool and click select map, and we're currently on Frostsong Peak.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. You lift up the skull, Zora, and as you do and begin to ascertain its nature, you make a connection with the magic within as you once again get a flash of the Jade Kraken. With this skull, you can ask it one question. When you do, you make a DC 12 intelligence saving throw. If you fail, you take psychic damage, and you get the answer as the skull projects visions into your mind. On a success, you get the answer, but without the psychic damage. And you can do this once per long rest.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotta be careful about this question.
Hypothetically, would each player be able to ask a question if the skull was
Negative.
passed around? That's a bummer.
The skull can answer one question per long rest.
So the skull has to take the rest.
Right.
Got
There's no item replication glitches here, my friend. Or effect duplication glitches, whatever.
Does anyone have some burning questions they'd like to ask?
No?
I feel a lot of pressure. I don't know what to ask.
You don't gotta.
It may be something worth
That's true.
saving.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, well I put the skull in my pocket and yeah, that's it.
Alright.
Save that for later.
With that, you have gained Golden Skull of Answering.
So I see that this skeleton has some pretty severe head trauma, blunt force trauma to the head. It's cracked the skull, but none of the other skeletons have.
One's got a necklace.
That one does have
Yeah,
a
Mhm.
necklace.
I'm still working on this.
Alright. Would you
Some
like
of
to
items.
try and ascertain the nature of the wound?
Sure.
Alright, gotta make a medicine check.
Oh, that's good.
11. The body left here is more specific than I specifically entailed, but that crack is from hitting the floor.
Okay. Interesting.
It's really far down there.
Yeah, apparently.
You need some punching.
Be like a mochi team, just beating the mochi, but instead it's breaking ice. After an amount of time, you obtain this black orb.
Neat.
The blorb.
Yeah. It glitters with a faint magic inside it. Who would like to make an Arcana check?
I'll do it.
Do it.
That would
I
probably be
gotta-
better than me doing it.
Yeah, I got a +4 on that, so.
Yeah.
Nice.
You peer into this orb, and as you do, you gather a couple things. It can be used as an arcane focus by wizard types. It can also be used as a druidic symbol by Circle of Spore druids, which you are not, unfortunately. But it can also be used as a holy symbol by death clerics or Oath Conquest and Oathbreaker paladins. Once, when you cast a necromancy spell using it as a focus, you can cast it at one level higher than normal. But once you use this, if you try to do it again, you need to make a con save or suffer taking necrotic damage, as the orb sucks on your life force to feed the additional magic.
What can I use it for again?
You specifically would not be able to use this.
Okay.
In fact, I believe none of you would be able to use it unless you started to multi-class.
I see. Well, I'll go ahead and put it in my pocket.
Alright,
Carry
alright.
it around. What could go wrong?
I'm gonna start bashing the ice over here.
While Batul is doing this, Donata and Fiddlemid, what are you two doing?
Watching.
Yeah, I can do something if it's something you want me to do.
What do you want to do? I'm not in control of your actions. If there's something you want to do, you tell me.
No. I will just watch for right now.
Alright.
And I'm not a very strengthy character.
No.
I can leave ice to the others.
There is more to do here than simply watch if you wish to.
I doubt I'd know what.
Alright, this is been taken.
Should we bring a skill in here to see what they know?
If you like.
Yeah,
Okay.
go for it.
Okay, go and fetch a skill. Come, follow me.
Oh, alright.
Okay, so
Christ.
so far in here,
It's fucking macabre.
so far in here, we found these symbols drawn from blood. We've ascertained a magic gold skull that will answer a question that we want to ask it. We've also found a black orb that we can't really use, and we're still working on recovering more items.
Also this thing.
We're getting there. I'm currently working on the necklace.
Yeah, I'm just trying to tell what this is.
Huh.
It looks like
I
a
guess
tiara.
Item might be more precise, but yes, this is all very curious indeed. Huh. And none of you
So
have been able to
still-
ascertain what these do then.
No. Should I just go
There
ahead
are
and
4 of
detect
them and
the
they're
magic?
opposite sides of each other. Each with a different affinity, looks like.
Curious. Alright, Zora, as you step there. No.
Oh, stay there.
Yeah.
You stuck now.
This is now your home.
As you step there, with your knuckles raw from punching in the ice, brief break in your skin drops a smidgen of blood, and the circle around you flares a bit with a brief bit of black
Ooh.
that splatters off onto the ice. Well, that's fucky. Oh, thanks
Spooky.
for that.
Mood.
I'll be outside. You let me know when you're done.
Mood.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and detect magic because I am far too intrigued.
Very well.
Do it.
You cast Detect Magic. With that, you ascertain a couple of things. One, that this circle here is transmutation magic, which is like the magic of transforming and altering the properties of things and creatures. And that this brazier here has a brief bit of light blue coming off of it. Very faint. Light blue or sky blue is the color of giant magic, as well as abjuration, which is derived from giant magic.
Ooh.
The brazier itself appears to act as a conduit of some kind.
Okay. What can I do with that information?
That's a good question. What can you do with that information? This is the part where I leave it in your hands, and this is a puzzle for you to solve.
Okay. Can you repeat that again?
So the circle itself is transformative. Whatever might be put into it will result in a different effect. And the brazier acts as a conduit for turning whatever it is that goes on with this circle into some bit of giant magic in the brazier.
Okay. Can I put the black orb in there?
Sure.
Is that a bad idea?
Who knows?
Nothing's a bad
Murmur.
idea. Quiet.
You
True.
What was that?
Nothing's a bad idea until you try it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You drop the orb in there, and it sinks to the bottom, begins to slowly roll about, and with that you detect no change in the magic.
Okay.
You're also free to move now.
Okay. Should I offer more blood?
Perhaps that could be an answer.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and drippy drop some more blood onto the circle.
All right. Once again, when your blood hits the ice, it turns black and spreads almost like ink. What about the rest of you? What are
Okay.
y'all doing? You're still working
I'm
away?
still working on this necklace.
Alright. You're almost there.
Do y'all want
Cool.
to join me in the circle?
I'm almost at the necklace.
I could help break ice. How do I do that?
Well,
I got in
you
here
could
late.
punch it like Zora was doing before, or if you had a pick, you could use that. But currently, you have dagger, rapier, short bow. You could slam on it with one of your pitons, which are like climbing spikes, basically.
Do that.
All right. Then you both are working away harder at this.
Woohoo.
Both of you make strength checks.
Use the D4 if it's still available.
No, I used that
Right.
before.
F.
Use that for opening doors.
Amen.
Click on the thing next to strength.
Yes.
Plus 1.
14.
That's a save, which is
It's fine. It's the same modifier for her.
gotcha.
So, the tool, you've been going at this. You've already put in a
Yeah.
majority of the work.
It's true.
And as Donata's coming in, you're trying to be cautious of not accidentally hitting her hands as you're sort of mochi style trading in and out, eventually to the point where she's going in for multiple stabs at a time that you just kind of back up and let her do it for a bit until eventually the necklace is unearthed.
Nice. All right. Then Zora, you wanna check this one out too?
Yeah, you read my mind. So I use my Arcana.
All right. Donata, did you pick it up?
No, how do I pick it up? Do I just pick it up?
Yeah, no, I'm just asking, did Donata in
Oh,
character
yeah,
pick it up?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she picked it up.
Okay. Nothing happens as you hand it over to Zora to give it a vibe check. Zora,
What did
you
he...
peer into this and attempt to gain a connection, but you feel your mind is a little bit tired just from having processed a lot of knowledge previously. You know that this has a temporary effect, and you know that it's protective, but you're not sure what it specifically is. You know, if someone
Okay.
attunes to it, which basically all characters have 3 attunement slots, sort of like video game style. If someone attunes to this, they will learn whatever it does proper.
It's cursed.
Could be.
What'd you say?
Sometimes the item in question, if you attune to it, could be cursed, and usually if it's cursed, you can't take it off until you get the curse removed.
Okay.
Depends.
It's a crap. Cool. Then you said you wanted us to stand in the circle.
Yeah, let's all stand on one of these things and just see what happens.
Is anyone taking the amulet?
Oh, I'll take the amulet.
Does anyone object to that?
Nah, she can pocket it if she wants.
All right. Nada, you have the blue amulet. Nada,
I don't wanna
or Zora, not to Nada. Whoops.
You're...
Take the blue amulet and move move into the circle. Donato, would you like to join them in their attempt at a blood ritual?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Alright, everybody. Let's make little finger pricks and drop it on the ice and see what happens.
Alright.
Sure.
I would like everyone to take 1 point of damage.
Oh, sorry.
As you each prick your fingers and let out some blood. Donato and Zora, what you do is you go your character sheet and you can just hit the minus button to the left of your current hit points. It's in the center top-ish of your sheet.
Yep, got it.
Oh, the hit points thing?
Yes.
Yeah, you said 1.
Yep. Nice. As you all let out these drops of blood, the circle lets off a brief flare of black magic as the center of the brazier begins to shine with the sky blue.
Ooh.
You see this room.
Small dungeon inside the brazier. Like, memorize it.
As this happens, you all begin to see something that you saw once a month ago. Once again, you stare into the face of the Jade Kraken, and you each feel your minds expand. You all gain 1 point of intelligence.
Ooh, yay.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Something else happens. As the skeletons from all about the room begin to rattle and shake as the ice from them begins to crack. And
Oh, the skeleton ice cracks?
yes.
Ooh.
And once again, the prep that I've done before seems to have failed me. If anyone wants to take a quick bathroom break while I get this encounter set up, by all means do so.
We'll be right back.
An encounter. Yeah, beer.
I'm gonna go make ravioli.
Hell yeah, BB.
Consider minding your business. My food is in my hand, stupid. I knew you'd do that. Hi, little dummies. Move! Escucha! Mouse! Mouse! Hi, Mouse. Oh, Sally. Can you go back to your own space, please? Sally. Oh, okay. Bye. Hi, Percy. Hi, baby.
no one talking or is my sound off?
No, you're good.
Oh, okay.
I thought the same thing.
Nah, you're all good. Okay. This is all as it is, and then I whip out this cool music that I drop and share with
Click.
you. As the music changes. Maybe a bit overly dramatic for the situation, but it is what it is.
Y'all didn't hear me audibly gasp when I reopened the map.
Oh no.
All right, all right. And then if you would all hit Control G to show that good grid, we have you all good to go. Once everyone's here, of course.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I'm also ready. Sorry.
Alex here. Liz, you here? All right, all right. On the left bar in the bunch of those boxes, there's some crossed over swords. Click initiative tracker, and then I hit roll initiative. And with that, we get a whole bunch of skeletons and then some other fun stuff. Fiddle mid, I will assume that you had your vigilant blessing on yourself, because whatever, it's fine.
Yeah, assume that.
Yeah.
Please do.
So your roll would be.
Did it
14
auto roll
initiative.
initiative for us?
Yeah,
Looks like it.
I did it.
That means I can't blame myself if I get a bad roll.
Correct.
I would like to roll. I like dice rolling.
Yeah, but it's so easy for me to just do it for everybody. Like, it's painfully easy. Like, it's actively more difficult for me to be like, all right, everybody, let's go. And I can just done.
That's fair.
Then I can edit your initiative to be. Yes, good. Exactly what I want. Perfect. Okay. I don't think that actually changed very much. Alright. So, as combat begins and the music kicks in, number one, the door will fucking close as you are all Fiddlemid's fine, but till you have dark vision. As Zora, suddenly the scene goes dark except for the rune in the center giving off a bit of dim light for you, loosely glancing off of the walls.
Okay.
Basically everything in all these skeletons are lightly obscured, which means for you sorry, 5e has a lot of mechanics and I can't memorize all of them.
Well, some of them are just too complicated for their own good.
Yeah. which functionally means nothing for you. The perception of 15 and some rattly boys, you're fine. But with that, the first skeleton will rise up and peer towards Donata. Donata, you turn for a moment as you begin to hear the clacking and rattling rise up, and you see the skeleton slowly contort and right itself as it mounts, looking hunched over at you. It will pull off its other arm and move towards you and attempt to hit you with it. With a 12 to hit, which against you will miss. Now, you don't get to move away on someone else's turn.
Oh, I'm definitely out of range.
That happens on your turn. It comes forward and slams down into the ice, though its arm does not go scattering as a black magic shields and tightens, maintaining its structure. That is its movement and action. Donata, you're up. As a second level rogue, you get a cool new ability.
Okay.
You look at your character sheet under features and traits. The bottommost feature you have is cunning action. This ability lets you dash, disengage, or hide as a bonus action, which basically means you can attack and do one of these things in the same turn. Dash functionally lets you double your movement speed, so you'd be able to move 60 feet instead of 30. Disengage lets you move away from a creature without provoking an attack of opportunity, so it wouldn't get a free attack on you. Or you could attempt to hide, which basically you make a stealth check against everything else's passive perception, and if you succeed, you get advantage against creatures that you are hidden from. Currently, as is, though, you have no way of breaking line of sight unless you'd only be able to do it against like one of these, basically, because your only way to gain cover is the brazier in the center. So you have an action and a cunning action. What would you like to do?
Cunning action?
Yes, the bonus action I just described.
Yeah.
You get to do...
Or do I have to...
You get to use your action to do something, but then you can also do a dash, a disengage, and a hide for free, basically.
Okay. Alright. Disengage.
Alright. So you would like to move away from this. You can move
Yeah.
up to 30 feet away. Alright. That's 25 feet of your movement. As you go, it slashes out at you, but you are one with the shadows, and you move away without breaking a single sound. You have an action. You could use this to make an attack with your bow, or you could use it to take the dash or the dodge action, which would give attacks against you disadvantage until your next turn.
I can use my bow?
Yes.
Okay, I'll use my...
All right. Against
The
who?
short... The... Like, any of the things, or the one that was attacking?
You could do the one that was attacking you.
Okay.
I just need to know who your target is.
I don't know, he's kind of far from me. I'm gonna get the guy close.
All right. Go ahead and make an attack with your short bow.
Okay, so just click on short bow.
Hit the number to the right of short bow in attacks and spellcasting in the middle of your character sheet.
The same thing I did earlier. Okay, I got it.
Yeah. With an 18, you fire off. You will hit. Go ahead and roll that damage.
Damage?
Yes, it's the one to the right of the +5.
Oh, yeah. Hold on, I accidentally got it.
Alright. With 6 damage, you are backing up. Once your back is to the wall, you take in the scene about you, and you designate this one as your target. You send off the shot, and that's 6 damage goes right there. You see it lock into its left clavicle as it begins to turn, just kind of pop down. Take it. There we go. And it turns to you, having now attacked it. That's your movement. That's your bonus action. That is your action. That will be your turn. Fatal Mid. You're surrounded by undead. What would you like to do?
This man's whole career. Oh god, this is fun to move.
You can hit right click to go around corners and stuff.
Go like here.
Alright.
And then I am going to channel divinity, turn undead.
Alright. They each need to make a wisdom saving throw, correct?
Yep.
Alright, what's the DC?
My DC is 14.
Alright. The only one to succeed is this one, as suddenly...
Which one?
The one that was looking towards Donata. The one that Donata attacked.
Yeah, damn.
As suddenly... they all become frightened. What does it look like as you channel divinity?
It's like Bailman puts their hands together in like a prayer, and in like a burst of like starlight. That's cool. The effect like passes over all the undead.
Alright. Batul, as you are gearing up for a situation that's about to come at you, you peer over Zora. Suddenly a burst of starlight comes from behind her, and suddenly you see the skeletons here all begin to shake a little bit. They begin to rattle further and more furiously. That is your action. Is there anything you'd like to use with your bonus action?
I am looking. No, I think I'm good.
All right. Zora. As you feel the wear in your knuckles begins to set in, the undead surrounding you begin to rattle. This one targets one of your allies. What would you like to do?
I'd like to create a flame, produce flame,
All right.
and then throw it at one of the skeletons.
All right.
The undead.
Which one would you like to throw it at?
I'll throw it at the one to my left. Or on the left. Yeah.
This one?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, power of spacebar, baby. All right. So in your spellcasting sheet, go ahead and hit the +5 above spell attack bonus. All right. With a 19, you gather this flame and blast it off. In the produce flame spell, go ahead and hit the D8 at the end of the description. Into that second paragraph.
Of the spell?
Yes.
Let's see. The 1d8?
Mm-hmm. Alright. 4. The flame will strike it in the chest, briefly sending the shadows off of it before they regather onto the bones.
What?
It's not a permit. It's not an insta death. I'm sorry. You're
Well,
level
okay.
2.
I know. No, that was more of like a how do these things work?
That's just a matter of description. The damage goes through the same. That's just a rationale of you
Okay.
not just one-shotting it, essentially.
Got it.
Who in the party can't see?
Zora, actually.
Gotcha.
But with the produce flame, that gave enough light to target a motherfucker and blast it.
Gotcha.
So start blasting.
Dealing with that vision thing next turn, but looks like it's good.
Yeah. With that, Zora, you are a Circle of the Moon druid.
Mm-hmm.
What that means is that I'm gonna have to make a lot of tokens for you. But what it more importantly means is that you get to wild shape as a bonus action instead of an action. So if you wanted
Okay.
to, though the situation may not warrant it, you could turn into a bear or a wolf or something along those lines.
Love bears.
You don't have to, but I'm letting you know it's an option. I would even probably
I don't-
recommend against it just for
Oh, okay.
resource conservation. But that is something you can now do.
Okay. I'll pass.
All right.
Is there anything else I can do on my turn?
You can move up to 30 feet wherever you want to. If you
Okay,
move out of a
okay.
creature's, out of 5 feet away from a creature, they can attack you as a reaction. But otherwise, yeah.
Okay, I'll just stay where I am then.
All right, all
I
right.
guess.
Sure. But it is this skeleton's turn. With turn undead, they have to spend their turn running away from you. Which
Hear
is
me.
the best.
Use up your action. Do it, coward.
It will move away from you 30 feet, and then we'll use its action to dash another 30 feet, and just
And I hope they don't get too far away from me.
stands cowering in the corner.
I want to bash one of them real hard.
It doesn't get another save, does it? No. Where's our Nova?
1 minute or until it takes any damage.
There it is. So
But didn't it
that's
already
just
take damage?
No, he hasn't. Oh, yes, he did.
Oh wait, yes
Yeah.
you did. That's true.
Yeah.
Do that, man.
I'm just saying.
Man, it's fine.
Spent 30 to go here or something. We'll say 60 feet. Doesn't matter. As it is no longer frightened, it resorts to the opposite side of the fight or flight condition and will go for fight. And will attempt to bash you with its arm for an 8 to hit. And you're just there, just smacks against your chest plate. No effect. You are in way too many layers. A tool. It is your
Yes.
go. What would you like to do?
Let's see. Well, I would like to engage my rage.
All right. Bonus action gone. Mark that resource.
Done. I'm going to flip and attack this guy
All right. You at level
with my
2
gory deck.
also have reckless attack, don't you? Yeah. So you can make this attack at advantage if you
Reckless.
want.
Yeah.
All right. You got advantage. Let's do it.
Okay. So then we're gonna go. Add it.
22 will hit.
And then Great Axe.
Oof.
Ripperoni.
You gotta get that great weapon fighting.
It does get +2 because of because
Rage.
you are raging.
Yep.
Which is something
6.
I'll set up. Yes. You take 6. This is with your axe, correct?
Yep.
Alright. What happens when you go into a rage?
The feeling of a hot, dry desert day
Alright. And cool
emanates from my
visuals or
person.
actions?
No,
Alright.
just the
With
feeling.
a dead set determination, you lodge your axe into the side of the skeleton whose head looks up at you, ready to strike. It is
That's
no
fair.
longer right. That's now winner's turn. Winner, move up to the direction of its intention and attempt to hit it with an arm. For a 10 to hit, which will not hit. Donata, once again, skeleton's coming at you with its bone and you ain't about it. It smacks into the side of the wall, letting out a really gross echo. You know those videos where it's like, yeah, we got 100 people in one room and they all crack their knuckles at the same time. It sounds like that, but on reverb.
Oh. Alright, cool. I'm vibing with it.
And its turn. It's done. Now this one is still frightened. Hooray!
Run, Forrest, run!
Indeed. It will get the fuck over here, wasting its dash for another 5 feet of movement, and just begins to go around its surroundings, trying to make sure nothing's sneaking up on it, even though it's in a corner. That is its turn. Now we go back to this one. You just smacked it with an axe. That wasn't very
did.
nice. It will
I
attack you with
mean-
advantage
That's fair.
for a natural 20.
That's fair.
And with that, that will be 10 points of bludgeoning damage, which you have because you're raging. So you go from 10 points to 5 points of damage as it just smacks you hard in the head with its left arm. It was in this
5,
moment
gotcha.
that all of these skeletons were arm fall off boy. We got any comic readers in the chat or in the game? No? That's okay.
No.
It's a lame superhero anyways.
Wait, what superhero did you say?
Arm fall off boy? Yeah. Donata,
Fallout Boy.
you're being accosted. What would you like to do?
Can I use my dagger on it, or would that not do anything? Ow.
You could try.
Okay.
That
alright, I
seems
just-
reasonable.
Yeah, it's getting pretty in my face. Alright, I'll just hit the +5. I think.
19 will hit.
Awesome. And then do I hit the damage?
Yes you do.
Alright.
You stab it in the chest, and as you hit it in the chest, it looks down at where you stabbed it. As you feel you've gone through the armor, and you feel you pierced some kind of membrane, but not like a whole lot, and it just looks up at you with dead, empty eyes. It remains. You have your cunning action. If you would like to disengage, like you
yeah.
did last turn.
Yep.
Disengage. It's just for the whole movement, right? I'm thinking of that right. Let's find out. You take the disengage action, your movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks for the rest of the turn. So basically, normally when you exit a creature's melee range, basically, so like for the skeleton, you are currently in its melee range, but Fatal Mid isn't. Normally, if you moved away, it would get a free attack on you. But because you can disengage, you can move away from it. But also, you wouldn't provoke attack of opportunities if you exited its melee range, which currently has Fatal Mid, but not you.
Fab.
So you can go wherever you want without having to worry about getting swiped out.
Nice. Okay. How far can I go?
30 feet.
Nice. Okay, I'm gonna go somewhere where there's no me.
6 squares. Alright, you. It, again, attempts to go at you, but you are quick as a cat and just are out of there. Settlement.
Oh, that's me.
Your twilight remains on only one skeleton. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna use Word of Radiance on this skeleton.
Alright, alright. Is that a save for me?
I think it was. I think it was a con, but I might be wrong. I'm checking right now. Yes, it's a con save.
Alright, alright. That's a 5. That's a fail.
Yeah, that is.
Roll that damage, BB.
I'm gonna do it on the main sheet, not maybe accidentally just put the entire description in chat.
What you would do to roll it is click on the dice link in the description of it.
The dice link?
Yeah, so there will be like a highlighted like D8 or whatever
okay.
it is.
Okay, yeah.
All right, 1. What's your radiant word?
It's gonna be something in Elvish, so I don't have to like think of something.
All right, you Hasrana. A brief flash of light just blasts out on this thing, and it retracts before suddenly realizing, like looking down at its one hand holding its other hand, and that one, the one that it's holding, sort of flexes its hand for a second. It's like, oh, I'm still here. It looks back up at you, readying another swipe.
Cool.
All right, all right. You good?
Wait.
That was an action, yes?
Yes. Doesn't how like casting multiple spells on a turn is that you cast one spell and one cantrip?
Yes, but now that you've used your action, the other spell would have to be a bonus action.
Yeah. No, I'm not worried about that.
You gonna Shield of Faith on these hoes?
Oh, I thought that was a reaction spell. Nah, instead I'm gonna Sanctuary myself.
Ah, fun.
Yeah.
You begin concentrate. As a shroud of twilight comes over you, the skeleton looks ready to go, but we'll see how that actually pans out on its turn. Zora. A lot of light going on behind you.
Mm-hmm.
You also hear rattling from over here, though you can't specifically see it. You can tell enough that this skeleton and Batul are currently fighting each other, as you see the glints of blue light going off of Batul's axe and off of the blackness that radiates off of the skeleton.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to do?
Can I attack the skeleton by Fatal Mid with the quarterstaff?
Sure. You can move up to it and hit that attack roll. As you Hwah!
Where's the attack roll?
Attacks and spell casting in the middle. It's a +4 in like the very dead center of your sheet.
Thank you.
You got it, BB.
I did it?
Did you?
Oh, no, I don't know. Am I on the spell casting sheet?
No, on your base
Oh.
character sheet.
Okay, I have that open. I got confused. Okay, I see. Okay, cool.
Yeah, spellcasting sheet will be just your spells. Everything else will be on this main sheet.
Okay.
Alright, with a 15, you strike it. Go ahead and roll that damage to the right of it. You can hit the D8 as you never said that you pulled out your shield.
Okay.
Ooh, 9 damage. That is
No, I
very
don't.
good. As you come down with the staff, you hear a satisfying crack as you completely shatter its rib cage and send it just scattering all over the place. Rather than dealing 9 damage, you dealt it 18, as these skeletons are vulnerable to bludgeoning damage, which is what quarterstaffs do.
Okay, everybody. We learned something new.
Fucking dead.
Nice,
Fun.
nice.
Alright. Nice. That was your action. You used 5 feet of movement. You can move somewhere else if you want to with your remaining 25.
I'll work on taking down this guy.
Can you see that guy?
Oh,
You can hear it.
okay. I can hear the rattling in his bones.
You can't necessarily see it, but you can
Don't
echolocate.
leave me alone with this guy.
Oh, you're fine. You got magic around you and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not really attacking him, is the thing.
Yeah, you're just here.
Yeah, man.
Alright. That will be it for Zora.
Track of HPs.
That one's dead. A tool.
Dead.
This
Yep,
asshole
so-
just fucking hit you in the head.
He did. So I'm smack him back.
Alright. That will hit.
Cool. Then I'm gonna use my great axe again.
Yeah. As you're just feel the indignation of having like your skull make such a satisfying thud, you swirl out in a rage and just completely bisect this thing as you break through layer by layer each of its ribs. The blackness fades from it as it is sent scattering.
Good.
Fucking
All right.
dead.
Home run!
And then I have movement. So then I'm gonna come up here.
Alright. You can move further if you want.
Nah, I don't have any other actions, so
But
it
that
can
was
come
only
to me
20
if it
feet.
wants it.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you wish. Initiative, please. Initiative, please. Don't be like this with me. Not right now.
Give it some time.
No. No, I won't.
It needs a break too.
No, it doesn't. It's a program that should work the way it's designed to.
Computers have
Yeah, and that's what you're gonna tell the machines when they take over.
Exactly.
Alright.
It will be safe because we know that they need breaks every once in a while.
Exactly.
There we go. Alright. Now, this big boy's turn. You're here.
Yep.
He really wants you, though.
Uh-huh.
But you're here, and you're making a lot of noise. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm glowy.
you're glowy. Yeah,
You're not as tall.
it is attracted to light like a moth. It will
Heavy
move
moth
up
boy.
to you and make a wisdom save to even try and hit you, which it will fail. That
Yeah, that's right.
means it needs to choose a different target. Creature must choose a new target. Yep.
Or waste 5 feet of movement. Do it.
It will turn over as the bone arm is swinging over. It's suddenly you see a brief bit of humanity shine in its eyes as suddenly it's like, no, you are small bean, you are too precious to be attacked. I will instead opt for the very bonkable head of Batul.
That's mean.
Some people got bonkable heads. It is what it is.
It's true.
That's
it's
a 23 to hit. Thankfully, not a natural 20. That'll still be 6 reduced to 3 points of bludgeoning damage, though.
Yep. Let me just
As slightly
3 damage.
less satisfyingly, you see the bone arm coming, and you bring up the axe, which it lets off a little clunk. That's its turn. Please, anything work the way that it should. Why is it always something?
Improvised a song and dance while we wait.
Negative.
Exactly. That's boring.
I think the
This-
dance would be hard.
This one continues
He
to.
doesn't have to actually do the dance, you just say that we're doing it and we'll all believe him.
That's
Just shitting its pants in the corner. That one's dead. Donata, you are up.
Alright. Is he in range that I could hit him with my bow thing again?
Yes. If you fired from this angle, however, Batul would be serving as half cover, which would give it a bonus to AC. So if you move over a bit, you will have a clear shot. And now you can make your attack roll. A 20 will hit. And because an ally is within 5 feet, you'll get sneak attack on this, so you can roll damage for your bow. And why isn't that working the way it should be? Am I really gonna need to cut and paste this every time? Alright. You deal d6, so that 5 goes to 8, which will just strike straight through this, carrying the skull off clean over Fiddlemid's head as the body crumples as the black magic dissipates from it. It is dead, as it should be.
As it should be, deserved.
You can get it again.
Fiddlemid, you are up.
Yes.
You still feel your magic
Forgot there was another.
rattling off in the corner. Yeah, it's the power of turn undead. It lets you really not have to deal with stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna step over this now re-dead person.
Alright.
Hello there, friend. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on you.
Oh, woo!
When do you spellcasting?
Ooh, spicy 10.
Icy 10.
Phil and Batul up.
Noise.
Alright.
Healed. Thank.
Would you like to move anywhere else, Fiddlemid?
Wait, let me mark off this spell slot for you real quick. Yeah, I guess I'll... No, I have like 25 left. I'll go like here to supervise.
Alright. Zora. You are up. You continue to hear the rattling in this corner.
Alrighty. Okay, I use my Runic to move towards the Raelynn.
All right.
And then I attack him with my sword or staff.
All right. You will have disadvantage because it is currently taking the dodge action. So
Okay.
make your attack roll, and the app will do the rest. That's a damage roll. The one to the left of that.
Oh, attack roll.
Yeah. Ooh.
Ooh.
With disadvantage, you hit with a 15, which lets you deal that 4 increased to 8 points of damage as suddenly just you take out the hips from under this as the legs go sprawling over the ice. That is your action. And that one's dead. Atul, you're up.
Yes. Trying to see if I can get over there to be of any use because it's in the far corner.
Wait, I didn't. Did I deal damage?
3, 4, 5,
Yeah, you
6,
dealt 8
7,
points of damage.
10.
Oh, okay.
I just used your damage roll that you did initially.
Okay. But doesn't it double?
Because I can only go
It does. You went from
That
4
far.
damage
Oh, I
to
rolled
8.
a 4.
Yeah.
Sorry.
6.
You're good.
Math.
Yep, so that's 30 feet. And my javelin is also 30 feet, but that's not within range, so that's all I can do.
I
You
appreciate
did
it.
indeed. You could dash with your action if you wanted.
How far does dash go?
30 feet.
I'm down for that. Oh, there.
There you go. As you get there, will your rage end? Ends early, blah, blah, blah. Or if your turn ends and you haven't attacked a hostile creature since your last turn or taken damage since then. It attacked you before or after? Where are you? When are you? So, 3. That was after you. So your rage maintains.
Cool.
Alright. Good. It will. But you hit it.
Doesn't it? Yeah.
And so it will
It's for a skeleton.
attempt to strike you. Do with 20 to hit, which will hit. And you take a good old 3 points of damage, Zora. As you too, not in the head, but you catch a bony arm to your exposed side. It's not a good time, but
Ow.
it is a time.
Alright, I can take it.
Donata,
Yes.
there's a lot of fun going on over here.
Uh-huh.
What would you like to do?
I'll move towards it, even though I can't. Kind of far. How far can I move?
30 feet.
Stay
Uh,
the
Cunning action.
You
Dash.
can move another 30 feet as your bonus action, that's true.
And then you can get in line to hit it. Go like here.
Oh, yeah, okay, I'll do that.
Alright, get there. You. Naruto run your way over as you come to a sliding stop, ready, lining up your shot. Go to make an attack roll. With that short bow,
Oh,
baby.
wait.
Yeah. For future reference, your speed is in the middle right of your character sheet at the top. It's in the same line as your armor class and initiative, just above hit
Oh,
points.
I see it.
Yeah. But yeah, make that short bow attack.
Oh, that's
With the 9, the arrow is aimed just a little bit low as it skitters across the ground and woo, banks it on the wall.
cute.
And that
Okay.
is your turn.
Great.
Fiddleman.
That's me.
Sure is. What would you like to do?
Let's see. You know, I think these guys got it covered.
Hmm?
Oh, look at this cool thing on the ground.
Alright. You lift up the item. I would like you to make an Arcana check.
Alright.
As you peer at this item. A 19.
Okay.
You, as you did at the beginning of this fight, see a brief flash of the Jade Kraken in your mind, and with that, you learn of this item.
So did you give us that +1 to int?
No, you guys can do
You
that.
have to manually enter it.
How? It's like,
You can
okay.
click on Chase and change
Yes.
it, and yeah.
I was a little scared to click on it because I'm used to Roll20 where it'll just broadcast that in chat.
No, you're fine.
That would have been an unnatural 20 then because that increases my modifier.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Well, that makes a difference.
It does.
You peer into the diadem, into the black gem as its centerpiece. And peering into it, you see inside. The diadem itself is not inherently magical, but it bears a force within. As you peer in, you see a dark star and nothing else.
Love you.
And you have been the first one in this campaign to do a free intelligence check as part of your turn.
I got that, bud. I know you can. Just choose not to. You need.
Liz, hey yo Liz,
It's lazy.
hang on.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
When you're AFK, do you mind muting?
Yeah.
Thank you. You still have an action.
Yep. Just gonna like take the dodge action because, like I said, these guys kind of have it covered.
Sure.
Over here.
Zora. This creature is being very feisty with you. What would you like to do?
I'll just. Does he have any like maneuvers or actions right now?
He is not currently dodging, as he used his action last turn to attack you.
Okay, then I will use my quarterstaff again.
Hell yeah, split that skull, BB.
Let me add him.
Attack roll. Let's do it. Hell yeah.
Heck
You
yeah.
strike. Roll that damage. Hopefully it's enough. Yeah, you. Oh wow, that's
Max damage.
Wrecked.
so 8,
Yeah.
minus 20 out of a total 16. That means that you go 12 points over, so it's not a complete overkill. But you do just crush this thing as you hit it with the big bonk, splitting its skull open.
Ah!
Ah! It has perished. Well done.
Yay!
And initiative is gone.
Great work, everybody.
All right. You are left with each other's company. What would you like to do? Actually, before we do anything, anyone who hasn't yet, open up your character sheet and left click on intelligence.
Oh, I already did that.
Yeah. But for the other two. Negative. That's your saving throw. The highlighted intelligence on the left in the box. It'll give a hover of edit intelligence. Not the number, a little bit higher.
Oh my
You're going to replace that +0 with a +1.
god. Great. I'm done. I think. Yeah. Wait, the +0 in the note? Or the +0 on the top?
You did it right.
Okay.
For the note, I'll edit that with very nice, very nice. Let's you do that, okay?
I'm still confused. I'm
Okay. So in your character sheet, the one where you do your attacks and stuff,
Yep.
on the left side of that, you're gonna click on the word intelligence.
Oh, there it is. Okay, I see it. Okay, and then do the +1.
Yes.
Okay, I got it.
All right, all right. Yep. As such, you all feel a bit more big brain as the adrenaline wears off. Fatal Mid, your veil fades. And once again, you are left with each other.
Oh, anything change about this, or is it still the same now?
That was the same as you left it. It now shines bright, though.
Okay.
Is it light in the room? Or is it still dark?
It's still decently dark.
Well, assumedly, the other braziers shall have a similar gimmick into lighting them as well.
Oi, you alright in there? Alright, yes, more like, oi, you alright in there?
Yeah.
Great.
I open the door. I attempt to open the door.
Alright. Make an athletics check.
Really need some guidance on that athletic check, my guy.
Nah, I'm
Alright.
good.
Once
Okay.
again, it's a bit more jagged going the other way, but you get it done. Alright. Put on you then. Ah. I was right to get out of here. Oh,
Yeah, a bunch
8
of dead shit.
skeletons. Ooh. Eskiel will clamber over such that she is now sitting in the brazier. Ah. Blood. Interesting. And you see as she peers at it, Her eyes for a brief moment become a solid sky blue, and then she blinks and oh, right bunch of nutty shit happening out here. Interesting. All right, good job, you lot. I'll check out the rest of this place if you all want to make sure the rest of it is properly done through. I don't want to have to deal with any nonsense like this.
Yeah.
How do I get rid of this weird grid counting thing?
Control G.
You
And if
can
you don't want to snap to the grid, you can right-click on your token and unselect snap to grid.
bingo.
Okay, thank you. That's what I was
Yeah.
looking for.
As the scale begins to look at the bodies.
No one's gonna loot these bodies.
I mean, they're just skeletons.
Get a free bone arm.
I equip a bone arm. All right. Puzzle me puzzle. So does this one have wood in it?
Yes, the wood is all more or less burnt to ash, but there's certainly remnants of a flame once being in here. The ground itself is also scoured with black marks.
Do we dare stand on a circle again?
I mean, you can if you wanna, but I want to check out these things on this high shelf up here.
All right. As you go ahead and make an acrobatics check for me as you attempt to maintain your footing on the ice.
On the ice stairs. Great.
17. You are slow and steady, and you aren't taking huge steps. You move deliberately and carefully.
And I do not
this?
slip and fall on my face.
Indeed. You open
So what
these?
is
What's
this?
up? This
What are
is
they?
a pot.
It's a pot.
Yes.
Okay, is there any inscription on the pot?
You... Not specifically. Whatever markings are on there, you would intuit them to be more decorative and more just as a part of this being a general pot rather than anything more specific. Though you do see inscribed on them are flame decals. I don't know if Guy Fieri sense, but in like a non-Guy Fieri sense.
Okay, then yeah, I'm opening it up.
You open it up, and inside you see ash.
Just ash.
Make a perception check.
Perception.
12. With a 12, you give it a little shake, and you feel some mass in it. If you'd like to try and get it out, you can make for me a sleight of hand check.
I will.
8. You are trying to squeeze and be careful about it. As you do, you end up accidentally pouring some ash out, which drifts onto the ice. But you also get 2 gold. 2 big
Sorry,
ones.
I think it glitched out on me for a bit there. Could you repeat that?
You got 2 gold, and you poured out some of the ash inside.
Nice.
Rest of you, what are you doing?
My treasury.
Investigating this carving in the floor.
All right. You can see it to be similar to the other two that you have previously investigated. The main difference.
Still made of blood.
No, this one seems to be purely carved out, and you touch it, you see coming up is a black substance, almost like charcoal or ash.
Soot.
Soot, yes.
Well, I don't have any fire spelled, otherwise that'd be my next guess. That's what I'm doing.
I'm gonna check the next one.
Huh. Fire. Alright, you check the next one.
Yes.
You open it up, more ash.
Mhm. Mhm.
You know you're like robbing dead people, right?
Yes.
Okay.
They don't need it anymore.
But what if like this is the universe where you need money to go to the death?
They're already dead, though.
Yes. Oh, I have a tinderbox. That could work.
Hmm.
Does this one also feel like there's stuff in it?
With your passive perception of 9. It's a lot more ash. It might have something in it.
Sure. Okay, so should I roll a perception check for that one too?
Sure. 12. It could or it could not. If you want to try reaching around in there, this one you can actually get your hand around decently inside so you can feel around.
Yeah.
Make another sleight of hand check. 12. Feel around
Wouldn't that
inside
be
a
with
bit more.
advantage because I'm proficient?
No.
Oh, okay.
Your proficiency in it gives you a +2.
Mm-hmm.
You feel around and you have obtained one more goal. Your hand now covered in the ash of someone who was once dead. Or was once alive, not once dead. They're still dead.
They were once dead.
Dude, dead. I'm gonna use my tinderbox to light this thing.
Boink.
Very well. You attempt to set it alight, but the ashes and remnants of what previously was inside it do not light. You would guess that you need to supplement something else to be burned.
Like a body.
Sounds about right. I mean, we could probably grab the skeletons and burn them.
I don't think bone's very flammable.
True. Fair.
There's a point there, that's for sure. It is the hardest part to get through the cremation process.
Yeah. Especially if they have like implants or something.
What's that? Liz?
I said, oh.
I have no idea what you said still.
I didn't realize bones weren't flammable.
They'll eventually, but it takes a lot.
Yeah. I mean,
Zora,
fire magic.
Zora, can you cast that flame spell again on this?
Wait, me?
Yes.
Sorry. Casting a spell on what?
On the brazier. The fire spell that you had?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Okay. Okay. I'll cast my produce flame.
You cast off your produce flame and it sits and lingers for a moment before flickering out. The question here is not of producing a flame, but of consuming something, it would seem.
Oh, interesting.
If you would like to consult your inventories for things that you could burn, that is at your disposal.
Where's our inventory?
Center
No,
bottom
I
of
have-
your character sheets.
I
Thank
have
you.
2 blocks of incense.
Ow. It's pretty
The good
neat.
smellies.
Candles.
I have a totem.
I could go out and get the bedroll, and we could light that on fire.
Oh, is it from the dwarf?
Yeah. We could bring the dead dwarf in here too and cremate him. I'm gonna go get him.
True, that's a good idea.
I mean, Zora, if you wanted to burn the thing that lets you cast spells, I'm not gonna stop you.
Burn the thing that lets me cast spells.
That's your totem.
The totem.
Oh. I didn't know that's what that was.
I probably should stop you, but I won't.
No, I'll stop myself, thank you.
That just makes the campaign funner. I'll put mine in there too.
Rummage, rummage,
So-
rummage, rummage.
I pick up the ice dwarf,
Mm-hmm.
and I bring him back.
Alright, hang on. Let me give you permission of that token.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a good thing I have that
There you go.
since we're gonna be burning a body.
Noise. Do-do-do-do-do. I like fetch quests.
Yeah, that moon puzzle. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Doink.
You
All right.
fucking dunk
Maybe
that
we
body. Hooah.
Perhaps we should try burning the body after the other stuff as a
Wow.
preventative.
Look at the spin on that thing.
Wait, what?
It's just
Perhaps we should attempt to
circle.
burn the body second to the other stuff.
To like the clothes and stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
swoosh.
So then did you want to prepare it or something?
No, it's just gonna smell.
Okay. Won't it smell either way?
Yes, but it would smell less if it wasn't a body.
Okay.
What are you burning?
I don't know. I wanted to burn the body.
I have oil. I think that's flammable.
Yes.
We could put oil on the body.
Look, okay, this thing has a bedroll that we saw earlier, so there's that. Put that in there.
Wait, what that you saw earlier?
Yeah, the bedroll that was on the dwarf.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I just fucking realized that the combat music is still going for stream. Whoops. We'll
I
go
mean, it
back to
fits
the
with the-
song.
With the intense puzzles.
Totally. But yeah, once you know what you're burning, let me know.
We got bedroll.
Yeah, we can put the bedroll in there.
What about this amulet?
Probably not.
I don't
that.
think it would burn.
Probably shouldn't burn the magic items.
Probably.
I don't think it was magic.
It was, I think.
There was something magical of it, you just
Amazing.
couldn't determine what it was.
Yeah.
It was
Okay.
my thing that I grabbed.
The diadem that let you see a dark star.
Yeah, I kept that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're burning the bedroll.
All right. So you're putting it in, and then Zora, you're casting Produce Flame.
Yeah.
All right. You. Ba-ba-da. that big. There we go.
Nice.
You plop in the bedroll, and Zora, you put it on fire. And as it begins to burn, once again, a rune begins to slowly alight from the flames, almost manifesting out of it, this light blue flame merging and licking alongside the orange and the red. And with that, Zora and Batul, you both see light blue of the flame cross over and begin to breathe over your bodies.
Ah, whoopee.
And it begins to go hotter and hotter, but never burns.
Good.
You're both now resistant to fire damage.
Woohoo!
Cool.
Fire.
I have no idea where that would go in your things. I'll probably make a feature for y'all of your rune benefits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, feature trait. I think that makes sense.
Eventually, bedroll will fade, blacken, gash. And the flame will dissipate.
Alright, so did we want to burn the body, or are we just going to leave it?
Remains correct.
What?
Is the rune still there?
Yes.
Yeah.
It
Well,
remains shining in the ashes.
What did you consider this puzzle complete? Okay,
So
make sure
leaving
you
the
complete
body.
it.
Cool.
Yes.
Neat. Alright, let's go to the next one.
Can we take a short break? Or
IRL or in game?
IRL?
Well, we're actually
are we
close
almost
to
done?
wrapping up, yeah.
Okay. Are we going to the tree now? Or
Entirely
just
up
going
to you.
here?
I think it would make more
Logic dictates that you do the big middle one last.
Yeah.
True.
Also,
Let's
there's
do
like
it.
5 symbols on it when I remember the description. 4 stumps plus that equals 5.
Very true. Okay, let's try the tree then.
Tree of tree things.
Alright. You navigate over to the tree.
I want to climb up with me.
You get on
Yeah.
there.
Hop. Hop.
Am I gonna need help?
I will help you up.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
You are lifted like small string bean.
I am small string bean.
Okay, tree, druidic rune, plant stuff. Probably elemental stuff, since the other two puzzles were fire and ice. Fire and blood, I mean, I guess.
Okay.
Do you have any growy things?
Druidcraft is a cantrip.
Do what?
Do you take Druidcraft?
Negative.
No.
Hmm.
Oh, was that a mistake?
No.
No.
There are no mistakes.
Okay.
There are just consequences.
Yes.
True. Oh, true.
It just means you don't get the
Okay.
easy solution. You have to think of something else.
And what did the druidic runes on that stone say?
It said grounded,
Grounded.
or communicated that as anyways.
Reduced plant.
What can I do with that?
Hmm.
The grounded thing again? Wasn't it like I could ground an animal?
Yeah, you could make it so that a creature can fly, essentially.
Oh, okay.
That's cool. I don't think that would unlock it though.
Yeah.
I mean, it might. Hmm.
Let's get me on the circles.
Yeah.
Let's all stand on the circle.
Circles.
Alright. You all stand across from each other, perhaps staring into each other's eyes, perhaps avoiding their gazes.
Good luck looking into my eyes. That's uncovered.
It's fair.
Nothing happens.
Yeah.
Nothing happened.
Nothing happens.
Maybe. What if we try putting some of the dirt in it? I mean, it's a earth element type thing.
Sure. Yeah. I do have mold earth.
Ooh.
Or just pick up a handful and put it in.
Yeah, that too.
Alright. You cast mold earth on dirt over here. And as you do, you pull up some of the earth, and beneath it, you reveal
More dead bodies.
That sounds right.
They're the fertilizer.
So we should go get the dead body of the dwarf and plant it under here, right? I'll go get it.
First off, you find, of course, a skull.
They're a worm. Aw.
Ah.
That's more glowy than it should be.
Soul.
Turn down those lens flares.
Spooky.
Oh, there's more.
Yeah,
Oh no.
Spooky skulls.
just the one. Replacing it though.
No.
Oh, okay.
But then you also find
A body missing a head.
a little bit of plants.
Plant.
Ooh, plant. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go down and grab the plants and skull.
Alright.
I'm gonna climb back up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oh,
thank
the
you.
skull's not equipable.
And I'll put them both in the middle.
Yeah. Fair.
Alright. As you place the skull and plants into the brazier, the skull seems to leave no effect, but as the plant touches with the brazier,
I can start spinning.
negative. Another rune will manifest that is invisible because I'm so good.
Boopy.
There we go.
Ooh.
And from that, the plant life begins to grow and spread over the brazier, even as the cold winds and snow blow over it, still remaining untouched. Zora, as a bonus action, once, you can heal yourself for 1d10 plus 2. Which is something that I will add. As you feel nature's breath feel you.
Neat.
Wonderful.
A tool.
Yes.
You see something glint in the ice over there.
Ooh. I will go check it out.
All right, you all see Batul suddenly. Whoosh. You peer inside, and you see a large sword and the skeleton of a dragonborn.
Oh,
You can if you zoom in.
that's cool. Hmm. And this was Forever Ice?
Yes, this is Ever Ice.
Ever Ice.
Guess I'll just slide down the trunk here.
And Ever Ice can't melt? Is that what you said it couldn't do?
Yes.
Can we break it?
You can try.
Lightning is not melting, so.
True. I still have the pickaxe.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna try break it.
All right. You begin to and you will do this for so long that we won't see the results of it until next week.
That's fair.
It's gonna take you all
Alrighty.
week. Everybody's standing, staring at you, going.
Well, what are you doing? Why are you doing this?
What will Batul find in the ice? Find out next
Who
week
knows?
on Runic Calls. Ba-da-ba-ba.
Dun dun.
It would be really funny but very unfortunate if this was the last session we ever had, because then it would become a meme of like, yeah, Batul is still swinging that pick to this day.
Oh no! Ripperoni.
And then
Someone knock on wood.
I'll purposely play as Fatalman in a different campaign. Be like, yeah, no, I left him there.
Yes, valid.
All right.
Wait, I have a question. I don't know if it was explained and I just missed it.
Mhm.
I may have. What is the green glowy thing?
You mean?
This?
Yeah.
Oh, that is a druidic runestone that Zora read earlier. It's in druidic, which means no one can read it except for Zora and other druids.
I remember
You
that
get
happening.
a DC check on that, unlike thieves can't.
Yeah.
Alright, I gotta go.
Yes.
But it was another great session, and I will talk to you all later.
Yeah. Are we all good for next week still?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
should be.
All right. All right. I will see you all then. Thanks for playing, guys. It's been fun.
Definitely. Bye.
Bye. Nice. They're all gone. What a bunch of cool people.